Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you all doing, guys? Hope you're all good today. So today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a very easy DIY, and we're just needing a very small piece of fabric to do this. So this is what I have. You can see I have ironed my interfacing on my fabric, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make my fold. I'm making the first fold now into two, then I'm going ahead to make a second fold. So we're having a square fold here now, and so we're going to be marking out a radius, okay. So a radius of 11 inches is what I'm going to mark, and you can also do 10.5. 10.5 is actually moderate, but you can do 11 inches if you have more like more volume of hair, okay. Yes, so you can do 11 inches, which is what I'm doing, or you can also just do 10.5, which is also very moderate, okay. Yes, so I'm going ahead to mark my 11 inches as my radius. I'm placing my tape at the very tip here, and we'll go ahead and move our tape as we get to the other end. So I'll connect all my curves together, and I'll go ahead and cut this out. So I need to cut alongside my lining. Whatever I do for my main fabric, I'll do for my lining. So I'll just make my fold and cut everything out together at once, just like you see me doing. And so once we're done, you can see if you open this up, we have a full circle. You can see this is a full circle. So now we'll go ahead and fold back into two, then make the next is going to be to make three folds. You can see what I'm doing. Just make sure that your three folds are equal, okay. Just make the first fold and make the other. Just find a way to align it properly so that you see they are equal, just like you see. So you are having a cone now. This is the shape of a cone. You can see this. So I'm going ahead to also pin this down just to make sure that I have this in place. You can see. Now once this is done, I'm going to get a midpoint of this curve, okay. I'll have to fold it again into two equal parts. Make sure that it's well folded equally so that you can get the right center point. You can see. So once I've done that, I'll give it just a very tiny notch. All right, then I'll use my marker to indicate that center point. Now I'll be connecting this to the tip of my shape, my cone shape. You can see what we have there. So we have a straight line there. Now on this straight line, now we're going to impute some measurements. So I have 3 inches now. So from the very tip of my cone there, the curve there, I'm going up by 3 inches, you can see. And from that same point, I'll go up again by 2 inches. First of all was 3 inches, and now we have 2 inches, okay. All right, so now on that first point where we have our midpoint there, I'll go 1.2 inches on both sides. So I'm marking 1.2 inches on one side, and you do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now when you move up again to the next point on the straight line, you indicate 1.5 inches on both sides. So I'll go ahead and indicate that. You can see 1.5 inch on both sides. You can see this. So all you need to do now is to connect these points together. Just connect it like so, following what I'm doing. You can see, and on the other side, then everything meets at that last point there. So this is more like a dart shape. You can see. And this is it, guys. This is it, guys. So we're going to be cutting through this out, but before that, I would like to cut this with my lining as well. Okay. Yes. So if in any way you find this confusing, just go over it again. I'm sure you get it right. All right. Yeah. Just follow all the necessary points. You can see it was 1.2 inches on the lower part and 1.5 inches on the upper parts. Okay. So I'm going to be cutting through this shape like so. So I'll go ahead and make the similar fold on my lining, so I can just cut out everything together at once. So you can see I have my lining folded. Then I can place my main fabric on it. It's important to pin this down so that you don't have it moving around. Okay, so once I've achieved that, then I can go ahead and start cutting. I will just trim out some excesses on that lining, which is obvious. Trim it out, then carefully cut through the shape. You can see this going through this, and following the exact shape. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Remember to like, share with friends and sewing communities. I'll really appreciate this a lot. If you're new here, I want to say thank you for coming on board, and to all my subscribers, I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much, guys. So we are done here, you can see, and of course I'll take off my pin. By the time you open this up, this is what we have. You can see the shape. All right, so what we're going to do now is to go ahead and start sewing. So we're going to be sewing separately, the lining separately from the main fabric. So all you need to do is just to sew the space, this dart space, this shape we created. Just bring it together and follow the shape and go ahead and sew. Okay, just follow the shape and sew. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be moving over now to my sewing machine so that we can do that. Okay, yes, so just take your time, and also know that once you're doing this separately for the main fabric, you're also going to do the same thing for the lining. So I'm going to the sewing machine, and so here now, like I said, we go ahead and make that fold following through the shapes. I will start my sewing. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing this for all the space there. You can see, just carefully make that so, and that's it. So I'll go ahead and finish this up. So we're done here now. You can see what we have. This is looking so beautiful already. You can already see how this looks. So I'll go ahead now and also repeat the same process for my lining as well. So once I'm done sewing my lining, so I'm going to be now joining it together. So we're going to be placing this right side facing each other. So you can see how I turn my lining to the right side and tucked it in. So most important thing is to note that the right side of the lining is facing the right side of the fabric, and very important to make sure that all the seam lines are matching up. All the seam lines are matching up, you can see. So just carefully take your pin to pin it down before you sew round. Okay, and while you sew, you're going to leave about 2 inches or 3 inches space where you'll be turning it all out from. So I'm going ahead to now start sewing. You can see, just go ahead and take this all the way around, making sure that those seam lines are really matching up. Very important. So once I'm done, I trim off all the rough edges, and of course notch before turning all to the right side. So once you're done, you can also go ahead at this point and give this a good press. All right, then after that opening, you're going to be closing it up. So go ahead and sew up that opening. So now the thing is that you don't just sew up the opening, you take it all the way round. It will go round all the way, and yeah, the cap is ready. Our sun hat is ready. So you can see it's all done. So the beautiful thing is that you can also go ahead and run more stitches round, about 4 to 5 round stitches. Just the way you sewed it round, you do the same thing 4 more times, okay, or 3 more times, or even 5 more times, right? Yes, depending on how wide the edges sit. So this is what I'm going to be doing this much later. And of course, our sun hat is ready. Look at how beautiful this looks. You can see this. Thank you so much, guys. We have come to the end of this one, and I hope you find this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends, share with your sewing communities. I'll really appreciate this a lot. So I'm going to see you on my next tutorial. And don't forget, aside making wears, I make a lot of fashion accessories, which I make and sell in wholesale. You can see some samples here. These are maxi tote bags, fully padded, fully lined with inner pockets and zipper. Whether you want it in African prints, plain fabric, these are hair bonnets of different styles and designs. Tote bags printed with DTF printing, a lot of fashion accessories, apron, cooking caps, slip ropes. There's a lot. Okay, just reach out to Partner So Fashion and we are there to attend to you. All right. Yes. And for the DTF printing, I already have an online class that is ongoing. You can feel free to join or reach out to share this information to a lot of people that will find this helpful. You'll see the flyer at the end of this video. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.